In the city, loving life and trying to survive. But there's not enough time, and there's not enough wine in the world. Basically adulting. Basically adulting.
Hey friends, it's Erin Waddell
and Luisa Diaz, and welcome back to
Basically Adulting.
We're back.
Ooh.
Just in time for spooky season.
Yes. We've been MIA.
We've been
Hibernating.
We're alive, okay? If any of you guys were wondering, like, what happened?
We were hibernating and just trying to friggin' survive, okay?
Yeah.
You know,
we were grounded for 3 months, guys.
By the government.
Let's just flash back to that. March came and, the government's like, stay home. I was like, yeah, sure.
Cool.
Sounds great. After 2 weeks, it was hell.
Well, there's just like not a lot to do. I mean, at-home workouts are cool at first, and then you're like, I would rather like sit on my couch and watch Vanderpump Rules.
Well, we didn't even hit Vanderpump till like late. We were binge
I
watching.
watched it though, but I sucked you in.
Yeah, you did suck me in. But we binge watched a whole lot of other shows. Finished a lot of shows in a lot of settings.
Yeah.
Sadly.
But it's funny because we were just before recording this, we were just listening to one of our episodes that we had, released back in February. Yeah. And it's like talking about just all the shit that happened in January. A lot of stuff did happen in January, but we're talking to ourselves, like our past selves.
You don't know.
You guys don't even know what's coming. You guys are about to just sit on your asses and not be able to go outside. There's going to be a virus that goes around the world. All of this stuff that happened. And, that's such a crazy concept because you think that I'm about to get deep real quick.
Okay, go.
But you think that you have control over, the present and the future and all this stuff. And this is just a time when I think a lot of people have realized what's important. Materialistic stuff, not important. Family and friends, spending time together, because during
those moments.
Yes, because during this time, that was taken away from us, and I think a lot of people, myself included, took that for granted. Not being able to see my mom and my family for weeks at a time. I'm one that talks to my mom, and so are you, that talks to your mom almost on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. If I don't talk to my mom on a daily basis or every day, my mom's calling me are you alive? Yeah. Do I need to put a search warrant out? Are you okay? Yeah. But I think that this time, as much as it sucks, has been God putting a reset.
Been a big eye opener.
Yes.
Not just your loved ones, but it's that I guess that love language that we all have is the what's it called, the love language of touch or affection, physical touch and affection. It's
just an emotional,
it's we were it was a drought. We had a drought on affection.
Yeah.
And it was almost people frowned upon you hugging, and I didn't see my mom for a good month because I was at work.
It's
and
scary.
There was a rumor going on at work, and I was like, oh, I don't know if they have it. I don't know if I've come across it. And
yeah,
my mom cares for elderly, and I was like, I would hate for me to be the one person that she comes in contact with and something happens. And so to me, like, that was devastating because it's like, I'm not much of a hugger, but I do look forward to my mom's hugs.
Yeah. Moms always give the best hugs. And for you guys that don't know what we're talking about, where's the rock that you've been hiding? Because we're talking about COVID-19.
The Rona.
The Corona. I feel really bad for Corona beer. I saw this meme the other day, and it was like, or it was, I guess, like a little thing from TikTok, which, you know, things like that from TikTok. Yeah. I'm not a TikToker, but I do, you know, come across the videos. But it was like this one of like God and then the angel, and God's asking the angel, like, hey, did you give them Corona? And he was like, Corona? He's like, yeah. Or he asked if he delivered the beer. Yeah. And he's like, the beer? And he's like, yeah, I asked you to deliver Corona. And the angel, like, obviously delivered coronavirus. It's like
I've seen one similar to that, and it's like God going up to the angel. It's like, hey, did you make the dinosaurs meteor? And he's like, did I deliver the meteor? It's like, no, did you make the meteor? He's
my God, that's so good.
No, I delivered the meteor.
And then all the dinosaurs died.
Right?
But as much as this time sucks, I'm one person to, you know, look at the bright side of things. Like, you can't really do anything about things out of your control. Yeah. And this is one huge thing that's out of everyone's control.
This is a really huge...
Your outlook on it makes or breaks you. 100%.
Really does. It's like, my anxiety, just like in COVID, was... I didn't think my anxiety could get worse, but it did. It didn't help that my boss liked to send us a daily COVID tracker. So my anxiety was just like through the roof.
I remember that. You'd be like coming home and be like, well, there's this many cases in Dallas this year or this day or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's just like you're like shaking as you're like telling me, and it's just like, I mean, you can only protect you.
Yeah.
You can't do anything else about those other people and what they're doing. Like, if you feel comfortable wearing a mask, wear a mask. If you feel comfortable not wearing a mask, don't wear a mask. Wash your hands. Don't go to the bathroom and not wash your hands.
Yeah, that's nasty, y'all. You should have been doing that before Corona, okay?
When this thing happened, my mom read me the statistic, and I don't know if this is an accurate statistic, but she was like, only 30 people, and I don't know who takes these surveys and how they get this number. She's like, only 30% of people wash their hands after going to the bathroom. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding?
I think I know how they get these surveys.
That just made me throw up in my mouth.
I think I know how they get these surveys, because, so at work we have MSN. I have that, like, as just, like, my basic tab opener. Mm-hmm. And they'll have, like, these little mini quizzes to take. Obviously, I wash my hands.
I know, but I'm like, just saying, like, how accurate do you think those are, though? Like, hopefully not accurate.
I think most people, I'm pretty honest on those quizzes, you know?
Yeah.
But obviously I wash my hands. That's nasty, people. Like, if you've pooped in the bathroom, like, which there have, oh my God, across my office, there's a lady on the same floor, different office. Everyone in my office knows who this is, but she will poop and stink up the women's bathroom.
And then not wash her hands. How do you know she doesn't wash her hands?
Because you can hear it. You know how you can hear, like, someone's left the stall? No, you know.
And she just walked out.
And she's just, like, walked out. And you look at her, and she looks like one of those, like, really put-together women. She does not wash her hands.
Disgusting.
She's the reason we had to get bathroom spray, like, poopery in the bathroom.
Ew, that's so gross.
So, women, we know, people.
And there's no shame. Like, if you have to go, I'm one of those girls. There are people that don't poop anywhere but in public. Guys, too. I know many people that just can't go. And I'm the opposite. Like, if I have to go, I'm gonna fucking go. And this is too much information. But, you know, you're here to listen to our lives, so don't fucking judge me. And
we all poop, okay?
Everyone poops. For any guy who dates me in the future, like, I'm sorry if you ever listen to this, but, you know, I'm just gonna break it to you now. I poop, and I also fart, and I burp sometimes too. So, but I like football, and I like a lot of other things that have good qualities too. So. Yeah. But where I was going with this is that if you do have to go, just wash your hands. And also, after you wash your hands, you should probably just sanitize them again with, like, some hand sanitizer.
Yeah. There's plenty of that now. So
there's, like, some cheap tequila put in a bottle, and you just rub it on
all
your
of
hands.
it, all
and
of it smells like that now.
You could even lick it and then get a little drunk at work.
Yeah, seriously.
There was this one time, sorry to cut you off,
Go
but
ahead.
there was this one time, remember when we went to Kroger?
Oh my God, yes.
And Luisa had bought this new hand sanitizer.
Well, because at first I was like, you guys know, you can find anything anywhere. Like, no cleaning, none of that, like, Clorox, none of that stuff anywhere.
Yeah.
It was sold out.
It was very hard to
And
find.
so I happened to be at Sam's with my mom, and I saw hand sanitizer, and you could only buy one per person.
Yeah.
And it's not even a big bottle.
No, it wasn't. And they were putting limits on, like, toilet paper and paper towels and all that shit.
because people were building fucking toilet paper castles or some shit. I don't know. And
they were living in their toilet paper houses.
And so I had bought this because I was like, oh, like, this is perfect. Like, after you get out of the store, since wearing gloves would make your hands sweaty, and you just, like, it's a quick little, like...
There were, like, maybe 2 times when you're like, let's wear gloves. And I was like...
In the beginning.
In the very beginning when we were very
And then
unsure.
I ran out of gloves.
And then I told you that I was not going to wear gloves anymore because there was no point. And you're like, okay. But anyways, we digress. But that also happened at Kroger, too.
Oh, but, so we get back in the car back from Kroger, and I was like, oh, Germex, or whatever, hand sanitizer. I squirted on my hand, and Erin literally starts gagging. She's like,
I could not stand to be in the car anymore.
she's like, roll down the windows. Roll down the windows.
I thought I was going to barf. It smelled so bad. And I'm not, like, I can take a tequila shot. And I also warn the people that I'm with when I take a tequila shot that after I take this, I will gag. Don't be alarmed. I'll be okay. My eyes will water. It will pass. So just let me live my life.
Yeah.
But I don't do tequila shots very often, and the smell of tequila just makes me want to throw up.
But this hand sanitizer smells like the cheapest tequila out there.
Yeah. Well, there was this one time in high school, and sorry, Mom, like, I did drink in high school, like, sorry. I mean, what? Teenager did.
We all did.
But there was this one night that we had a party, and we just, drank whatever the 21-year-old gave us, or however old he was, or she was, or whoever gave it to us. I don't know. But I remember the bottle. It was, like, small, and I think it had a sticker on it that said, like, $3.25.
Oh, no.
And, because, as a 21-year-old, you're like, if you're going to buy minors alcohol, if you're going to get them the cheap kind and then keep the money.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever done that before. I haven't, I swear to God. But we drank that, and then I had to go fucking sit in the sun the next day because I was a lifeguard.
Oh my God.
For 8 hours in the fucking sun.
So you're, like, sweating off the tequila.
I'm sweating. I'm just sitting in my chair like this. And then when there's like how they do like adult swim or whatever?
Yeah.
Going and puking in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
So I think that's where my hatred for tequila came from.
Dang.
If I were to,
Dang.
pinpoint a time in my life.
My parents were like, since middle school, they're like, you need to know what alcohol tastes like. So on holidays, specifically my dad would, like, my grandma and my mom would get, like, the nice tequila. So, like, I learned to, sip it.
Mm-hmm.
But
you can't sip a shot.
no.
Also, I black out on tequila, so that's just not ever good.
I've realized that if, like, tequila's my first shot, I can do pretty good. But if I've had other shots prior to the tequila shot, there's no way that I will survive the night.
That's true. But I feel like that's the same with every type of liquor. Like, if you're going to start with vodka, you should probably stay with vodka. If you're starting with whiskey, stay with whiskey.
True.
If you mix, you're fucked. And then you're fucked over the next day.
Yes. So, that's another thing we did during quarantine, guys. We drank a lot.
Oh my gosh.
A lot.
We drank a lot.
Like, my liver wasn't ready for what was going to happen.
Like, turned up Tuesdays were a real thing.
Thirsty Thursdays, they were real.
Wine Wednesdays, you skipped Wine Wednesday. But
It's Wine
okay.
Wednesday, yes.
And
Frisky
then,
Fridays.
yeah, Slooted Up Saturday,
Yeah. I
don't know
one
what
for
Sunday.
Sunday.
Brunch. Mondays we took a chill day.
Yeah.
But
We recovered on
there
Mondays.
were times when we needed to just calm down a little bit. So, but I mean, this time has been like all fun and games, you know, with everything, but it's been a hard time for a lot of people. And I mean, I personally got a second job, like, you know, I'm a realtor, so just to be on the safe side so I can pay my bills, like, got a second job. Like, I started in July. And it's been great and everything, but some people are not as fortunate, you know, and are struggling. And
yeah, a lot of restaurant businesses have gone out.
Yeah, like bartenders, all those people.
I just read something today that Disneyland was gonna lay off like 2,000 workers or 3,000, something like that.
That's so sad. They're the happiest people in the world.
I know, like they do a lot, man. Like to stay happy like 8-12 hours a day, that's a lot.
For real. To be a Disney princess would be a hard job.
It would be hard, like, because, you know, like those mornings you wake up and you're like, oh, I don't want to do anything today. And it's like, they have to wake up. Well, hold on. Obviously, they wake up. They have to roll out of bed and have that same feeling or emotion, but still put a smile on their face. And
I know.
Hello, children.
How you been? Like Snow White, like talks to the freaking animals. Like I would be going crazy too if I had to be like all hokey pokey.
They'd have to have like personality disorder
there are
or something.
Hidden people that walk around to make sure they're never out of character. They're never out of character. Don't know where that came from.
Yeah, they're never supposed to, they're like the Halloween actors. They're never supposed to break.
Yes.
They're like, oh, Cinderella just, or who would it be that's English? They're all English. I just need to go to the loo.
Are they all English?
I don't know. They're from some foreign fairyland.
I don't think that they have accents in the movies. God.
This is really random. I saw this like tweet or meme or whatever, and it's like, you know how Tinkerbell is in love with Peter Pan?
Mm-hmm.
And Peter Pan is like, oh, if I have to choose one, blah, blah, blah.
But wasn't Peter Pan in love with Wendy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Tinkerbell tells him, if you really loved me, you wouldn't have to choose. So go ahead and go with Wendy. Like, that's a tweet I saw, and I was like, that should just be a thing for everybody. Like, no one should ever have to choose. If they really love you, there wouldn't be no other option.
You want to know something that I put on my Instagram yesterday?
Oh, I saw it. I don't remember, but reread it.
Okay, let me find it real quick. If it's still there. It says, if they don't see the value of having you, don't try to convince them. So, Tinkerbell was spot fucking on. Bless you.
Oh, it's too late. I was already on his way out the canal.
Look, the nose canal.
The nose canal. That's another thing, like, people, like, gas.
You can't even have allergies anymore.
No, you can't. A girl in my office got sent home, like, 2 weeks ago because she just had really bad allergies and wasn't feeling well. So she came to work the next day, and someone was like, yeah, like, COVID policy. So she was sent home at, like, 9 o'clock in the morning.
That just made my eyes roll. Like, we
like,
used to be able to cough and sneeze.
Like,
as long as you're not coughing and sneezing on other people, like,
sneeze into a tissue as well.
Into your t-shirt, or that's kind of gross too.
That's really gross.
I mean, if you don't have any tissues around, do you want it to splatter everywhere? If you were in a grocery store, would you rather the person next to you...
I would hold it.
You can't.
I wouldn't. I've done it. I've held it. I've held it at the grocery store. I felt it coming, and I just...
What if it's one of the ones that's just, like, comes out of nowhere, or, like, you have a tickle in your throat that you can't get rid of?
I've had those, too, and I just
go... Or you take a sip of water, and it goes down the wrong throat. The wrong pipe.
The wrong throat. How many of those do you have?
There's this one time at work, I was on the phone with a customer, and I was just, like, trying to eat my lunch, like, asparagus, trying to be healthy and stuff, and I was trying to, like, chew my asparagus, and for some reason, somehow, the asparagus started sliding down the back of my throat, and I didn't have enough time to chew it, and so I was, like, choking at the same time, and the asparagus was, like, unchewed. The entire asparagus went down my throat at the same time, and I'm like, and the lady on the other line like seemed actually really concerned. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just choking on asparagus." Like, you have to like explain yourself. Like, if you cough or sneeze, you're like, "Oh, it's allergies." Like, I don't really ever get allergies. Like, I'm, knock on wood, that I don't ever get bad allergies. But like for the people that do, and like they know, you're like, "Oh, this whatever coming in," or I was gonna say,
it's not like,
I was gonna say seaweed, but that doesn't make sense. Ragweed is what I was gonna say.
Yeah, or whatever type of
Pollen. Yeah.
Pollen's a big one.
Yeah, but I don't get those, so I don't like, have that struggle. But
I only get them on if it's like really windy day. If it's a really windy day out, then that's when like my eyes will water and like I'll sneeze a lot, but then I'm done.
You know what we should make?
What?
Masks that say I have allergies. Like, this is allergies.
Yes.
I'm allergic to
But
pollen.
at the same time, like, I don't think we should.
I don't need to explain myself.
I don't need to explain myself.
I don't need you.
Did I ever tell you I almost bought at the beginning when like, wear a mask, not wear a mask before we had to like wear them in stores?
Luisa was so adamant. She's like, "Yeah, I like bought like 3 masks." I'm like, "Why? Why?
Just to be safe."
Well, and I know, but it's like also at the same time.
Well, not be safe, but just not to get in trouble if we got into a store.
I know, but this was like before we even knew like really what was going on, and it was just like not required and all this stuff, and it's like, this is so dumb. Like, and now it seems silly because like we've been doing it for so long, like it just is normal to see other people in masks and like you in masks, but at the beginning you're like, I look so dumb, like I'm wearing a mask, you can't see, it's very awkward.
Yeah. But my story is I almost bought, this lady was selling these masks and they had little penises all over it.
Oh.
So to her it was, if you can see what's on my mask, you're too close, back off. And but she kept selling out too quick, so I was like, they were like little, you had to really be like
close.
Really close.
You could have just taken the blue ones and drawn penises on them and then wrote in really like small Sharpie, if you can read this, and then like do it in the little creases that like fold in.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to like open them up.
Gosh. Smart thing.
That might be and then you could sell those online and then make some money.
That's a lot of masks though.
I mean, just do like 10.
You have to have time for that.
Just do like 10 and then see how many orders you get.
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'd help you draw the penises.
I know, but it's like sewing and like
no, you just buy the blue masks that are already sewn.
The blue masks? What
like
blue masks?
Like the ones.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I know.
Literally the.
I thought you meant like the N95 masks or whatever they're called.
The ones that they wear in like the doctor's office and stuff.
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, what blue masks are you talking about?
Yeah, you just buy the ones that are already made, and then you can like just draw little designs on them.
True.
It could be like a fun little art project for a Sunday morning or, whatever.
But the fun gets taken out of it when you get like 500 orders and...
Then you recruit people to help you.
No.
I'm sure we could find people that love drawing penises.
I bet we would. A lot of
if you love drawing penises, let us
Hit
know.
us up.
We will put you to work. Like, we're talking about how tough of a time this has been, but people have had to be creative of, how they're making their money.
Well, on TikTok, I've seen a lot of these people that what really used to be their hobby, their side thing, like making candles or the randomest things you can think of, like cute little shit.
I would love to make candles.
Some of them get laid off or whatever happens. And they go viral. That's the word. They go viral and explode on TikTok, and now they have like order after order after order.
That's fucking awesome.
So like props to those small business people.
Yeah, buy from small businesses.
Support your local businesses, people.
Even if they're not local, like look them up on Etsy and all that shit.
Yeah.
I've made chapstick before.
I know, I've had it before.
I know you have. Didn't it melt in your car? Oh, no, that was my sister, actually. Because I was talking to her about it randomly one day. And she was like, yeah, it melted in my car. Because basically what it is just like essential oil and wax. So like if you leave it in the car on a hot summer day, it's going to fucking melt. So
Yeah.
just a FYI, if you do the
that's
organic.
Any chapstick.
Yeah, and it, like,
Any lipstick.
You know when you like open it up and you're like, oh, I have been wondering where this chapstick was. It's like in your car and it's like.
Oh, and it's all smudged.
It's all smudged and it's like on the side and you like
and
open
you're
it up.
Sad.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, I was gonna finish this chapstick, but.
That's a sad feeling.
But so people have had to be creative and like, you know, trying to get some money,
some income,
because, you know, if you've been laid off or, you know, your work isn't open, you can't work.
Yeah.
And you've told me about this page. What's it called?
The
Family?
OnlyFans?
Oh, I want to call it Fans Only.
I don't know why. It's
I feel like
Fans
Fans Only is a better name. Like, I'm sorry, Fans Only. And
well, it's the same thing as OnlyFans, because OnlyFans can go in.
True.
It's the same thing.
I know.
Fans Only. It's OnlyFans.
Okay, fine. OnlyFans.
But
So, I feel like we should get a sponsor for them because we've said their name like
OnlyFans.
like 10 times.
Yes.
But if you guys are not aware, I'm gonna have Luisa explain it, like what it is.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm here for it.
So I came across. Hold on, my mic moved, guys. So I came across OnlyFans through a YouTuber I watched, and then I just kept seeing stuff. I don't know why, like an English accent. Stuff.
You didn't say it like that.
I know, but it feels like. Anyways, whatever. I just kept seeing it pop up, and so I watched this YouTuber pretty much go into OnlyFans and explain about it in a joking manner.
Yeah. Like,
so OnlyFans.
Like, what the fuck is this? Like, oh my god, people are getting paid to post pictures, all this stuff. Yeah.
So basically, what OnlyFans is, for example, let's say an influencer, one of those really popular influencers on Instagram, wherever, they have an OnlyFans page. For you to have any access to anything in their page, consider it like their Instagram, you have to pay. You have to subscribe to their page. Mm-hmm. And then once you pay, whether that be the $50 a month or $5 a month, you're allowed in. And then they can post whatever they want.
There's no
limit
to what they post.
No limits. There's a Real Housewife that does cooking shows once a month. And then there's an influencer who does sexy pics.
Naked booty pics.
You know, little teasing pics.
Yeah. But also we learned from this YouTube video that, like, you can put a price, like, let's say, for instance, for this influencer who posts
let's say like
pictures.
Yes.
So a fully clothed picture could be $5. For a undies pic, it could be $15. For fully nude, it could be $50
or $100
or $100. However, you can make whatever price you want it to be.
Yeah, and people pay for it.
People fucking pay.
People pay for it.
Like,
at the end of the day,
you've seen TikToks and stuff, and TikTok has become a very big part of Luisa's life in this quarantine.
It really has.
So, as you've listened, we've referred to TikTok twice in this 28 minutes.
It's become my new obsession.
Yeah, I have to tell her to cool it sometimes. She's like, oh my god, on this TikTok. But also, TikTok is very good because you learn a lot of stuff. Yeah, you learn a lot of stuff.
It's taught me a lot.
Yeah. And so,
let me tell this story of because there's OnlyFans, and then there's, I don't know if it's a man or female, has very feminine feet, so I'm gonna assume it's a female. She got her toes done, and you know those little flippy, stupid ass floppies you get at the little pedicure place.
Yeah.
You know, and it's filming her little feet, getting in her car, getting home. Takes the little flippy floppies off, and writes a little letter to whoever ordered these flippy floppies.
Like, hey, enjoy
sprays it with a little perfume. It's like, oh, love it, Chris or whatever his name is.
Enjoy my flippy floppies. Yeah,
And
creep.
like people pay for this.
I know, that's so weird. But also,
mad respect.
mad respect, because I'm kind of like questioning on wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Because, okay, hear me out. No judgment. This could be a challenge and an experiment per se. What if we create a OnlyFans page?
Yeah.
Is that your neck?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What if we create an OnlyFans page?
Okay.
And send feet pics
Oh my god.
for 1 week and see what
the crazy like reaction.
We'll see if we even like maybe our feet aren't
Oh
even
my
cute.
god.
Except I think I have cute feet.
If my feet are done, I think I have cute feet. Like
Okay.
we go get them done, and then we just
start taking pictures.
on like different like
Do
cute.
a
Oh,
little-
gross! They're.
I
Ew.
just got chills, but
Ugh.
I think it'd be fun.
It would be fun, and then
if people pay us,
oh, that's another
double
thing,
the
guys.
money.
If you want to like DM the subscribee or whoever
The person.
the person, you also have to pay, and you have to include a tip. So it would be really cool to
Wow.
see like what kind of DMs we get, and we'll read them like live here as we're recording.
Okay, I'm down.
We should do it.
Okay, shake on it.
All right.
We'll have to work on it.
All right.
We'll work on it for the next time.
We'll work on it.
Okay.
And you guys will just have to find it. We're not going to give you the name.
Yeah.
You guys will just have to figure whose feet is who.
Okay, so we'll just do a fun 1 week feet
Just a
pic,
little experiment.
just to
yeah.
see what the Hoboken is
Yeah.
about.
And if we make bank, who knows? We might just.
In 1 week, that'll be. What if we made Okay, I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. I'm gonna sell feet pics for the rest of my life. Okay,
Oh my god.
I'm getting off topic.
People are gonna be like, "Oh, you got a new the new Gucci belt." It's like,
Don't judge me from where I get my money. Then they're gonna start being like, you have a sugar daddy, all this stuff. And it's like, I support myself, bitch.
Yeah. Although
What?
sugar daddies aren't. I
They're
don't have
real.
one, but they are real.
Luis is like, if I can say,
I don't have one. I don't
sugar
have one,
daddies
guys.
are real.
Let me just clarify. I don't have one, but
But she
this
wants
actually.
one. Who is taking requests?
I
for
would like a sugar
babies?
daddy without the sugar. Does that make sense? Just give me the money.
Just a little.
I'll go have lunch with
low
you.
calorie sweetener.
I'll be your stevia.
That could be like a country song, I'll be your stevia, you'll be my daddy.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Blake Shelton about it.
Yes.
We can do a remix.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that song to come out.
Coming to the listeners soon.
Everyone's at the live, at the concert.
With their little,
Their little lighters.
With their sugar daddies.
They're like, sing it with me now.
And the sugar babies are like, I'll be your stevia. And then the daddies will go, I'll be your daddy. We'll have to do it in a girl voice and then a boy voice so they can tell the difference.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god.
I'm glad I haven't lost in my humor during this sad time.
Oh my god. But speaking of the sugar daddies, so I know they're real.
Luisa got hit up by one.
Well, yes and no. Yes.
I mean, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. So, as y'all know, I also babysit on the weekends to make that extra moolah.
Yeah.
And so sometimes she Venmos me, just you Venmo everybody else in the world.
Well, she Venmos you your payment that you made while you're
Well, sometimes she
babysitting.
pays me cash.
Oh, well,
But you guys get it. Anyways, so I was checking my email today at work, and I see this thing from Venmo, and I'm like, what? Are they coming out with a new thing or a new credit card? And it said, so-and-so commented on your payment. And I'm like, what?
Who the fuck is that?
And I'm thinking, oh, okay, maybe it's
Maybe someone Venmoed me money on accident.
I did. That's a thought that also went through my head. But no, let me pull it up.
Do you remember when that happened to me and I was like, oh yeah. It was
Yes.
$45. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm not going to tell her. And then she
Yes.
messaged me. She's like, I think I sent this to the wrong Aaron Waddell, and I was like, oh man,
Yes.
now I have to be good and like send it back to you.
So I got this comment, or I guess me and the girl I babysit for got this comment, and it had the first emoji is the little two hard eyes that are like, kind of like floating. It says, I'm looking for a sugar baby to take care of her needs, rents, and pay her weekly allowance. First 15 get $5,000 immediately. ... DM and his phone number, and then those two like glittery hearts.
Yeah.
Two shiny hearts. I texted Erin and I texted another friend of mine. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
I just like read it, and it's just like, who wants to be my sugar baby? Like, man, I want to be so rich one day that I'm like, I'm gonna give my money to random strangers that I don't even know. That's called donation. There are people in the world that could use your money.
and you can write it off in your taxes.
Wow. Life lesson. Bing, bong, boop. That's why we call it basically adulting.
You're welcome.
If you want to be a sugar daddy, don't do it. Just donate your money because you could save your money on taxes.
Make a foundation, sugarbabies.com. I don't know.
Looking for sugar babies. I feel like that's how you get arrested, so don't do that.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. I don't know
what else you would call it.
Looking for sugarbabies.com.
Are sugar mamas a thing?
Yeah, if you're older than the guy and like taking care
Well,
of
duh.
them.
Like, she has to be older, but do they exist out there?
If you're a sugar mama, hit us up.
Yeah, let us know. We'd love to have you on.
I definitely am not one. I don't make enough money to be a sugar
both
mama.
of us are clearly not one.
Yeah, obviously,
we're young.
like,
We would have like little, teenage, little
We would have-
19-year-old pimply like.
Okay, I was gonna say they gotta be above 18.
19, obviously.
19. Okay, but we're over here questioning if we need to start selling feet pigs to make rent, and so I don't think we're qualified. Like, if we had to apply to be a sugar mama, we would not. We would get sent to the trash. Like, our resume would not qualify us at all.
Audition pics next.
The pics would be good. Like, we're cute. But, you know, the resume is not, it wouldn't be up to par.
Yeah. What's your monthly income? We make it off of feet pics.
We don't have to tell them where we make our money.
Well, they'd see OnlyFans.
They don't need to know our account. We make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's the worst.
And best.
Okay.
Untraceable.
Okay.
That's not our account. If you look it up, that's not
our
us.
account. No, not us. We haven't even made anything yet.
We haven't made it yet. We'll make it, and we're not telling you what the account is.
Yeah, you'll just have to find it yourself.
No, we don't want people to go look. That's weird.
Never mind, scratch that. Don't find it yourself.
Okay, anyways.
They won't know. They don't know what our feet look like.
Okay, true.
Unless they personally know us. But even then, like, you don't memorize your friend's feet.
I mean, I have some friends that are like, you got some pretty nice feet. And then I have some other friends that are like, you need to go to the pedicure place.
Oh my god, really?
I mean, I'm talking about guys. Like, not girls.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
there's some of my guy friends that are like,
Yes, go
your
get your
feet
toes
don't
done.
gross me out. Your feet, like, but feet in general don't really gross me out. But, you know, there are some ones that I'm like,
Yeah.
long toes.
Yeah, no. I just
You could
don't
like handshake them, feet shake them.
Ew, no, I can't.
Okay.
Feet are not my number. That's why I get my toes done, because I don't like them, and I at least try to make them pretty.
Well, there you go. You know, like on Vanderpump Rules, how, you know, I told you we've been binge watching.
Yeah.
Lala's like, you have to tell every part of your body that you love them, even if you don't necessarily love them. You have to love your feet because they walk you around every day.
Oh, that's
you
right.
have to love your hands because they can open the doors for you. Otherwise, you have to, you know, hook your elbow and pull it or whatever. So you have to be like grateful for every part of your body. You know, belly buttons, I'm not really sure about. You know, I guess that's where you're connected to your mom.
Yeah, the umbilical
But
cord.
the purpose of a belly button?
Afterwards?
Afterwards, I'm not really sure.
No.
But I'm a fan of my belly button, so I like you.
Way to go, little man.
Way to go, little lady. So you just have to, even if you don't like a part of your body, you still have to tell it that you love it because you wouldn't be who you are without it.
Yeah. That's a really good speech. Good speech.
Yeah. You're welcome. That's just a little knowledge from
Erin's noggin.
my noggin.
Oh, people.
Well,
Quarantine has just...
Yeah.
Ma'am, she just opened that?
She just fucking grabbed it with her paw and
Yeah.
opened it.
She's like, I'm thankful for my paws that they can open this cabinet.
Stop. What are you doing? You don't need to go in there. That's where we keep our cleaning supplies. No, you don't need to go in there. There's nothing in there for you.
Yeah, open it like, quick look, what's in there?
She did that and then she put her other paw in here so it would like separate.
Have you done that before?
Wow. But I feel like this is a good. We just really need to like kind of get back in the groove of things and.
Yeah, guys.
Also, just being able to talk and vent.
Yes, this has been nice.
And also like drinking wine. We were drinking wine before, but like it's like we're drinking wine with a purpose.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
For entertainment.
I couldn't think of another word.
Oh.
For
No?
laughter.
Oh, I wasn't searching for another word, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
For laughter for sure, because, you know, it makes us a little silly.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good place to, you know,
To end it.
to close.
Yes. Why do I get accents? I just get like little
To close. I think it's time for us to close it down now.
Shut it down.
As Jesse would say, shut it down. If you're uncomfortable, shut it down.
With an X formation down your body.
Shut it down. And on that note, we're going to shut it down.
See y'all next time.
Cheers.
That's it. Plastic.
We're drinking out of little plastic cups
Skull
with
cups.
our
Halloween
cups. So they're plastic. So cheers.
Ding. Bye, guys.
Bye.